Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your February, your March 2021 general readings. We are looking at the first half of March, so from the 1st to the 15th. This reading is for our lovely lions, the fire sign of Leo. Welcome everyone. I hope you're all doing well wherever you are. Thanks for taking the time to tune in, for hitting that like and share and subscribe button, for your donations, comments, feedbacks, reaching out for personal readings, all that you do in support of this channel. Thank you so much. So this reading is for the fire sign of Leo for the first half of March 2021. That's if your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Leo, or if you are cross-watching for a lion as well. It's all relevant. Of course, it's going to resonate differently for everyone because it's a general reading. Watch all of your signs if you know them. They can each bring in a little additional insight or perspective. And if any of the readings do resonate with you and you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, maybe take a deeper look at something, you can click on the description link below, click on that little arrow, which will pull down my contact details. You'll see my email address there. Feel free to email me directly, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to hear from you, and I can usually respond within the same day with more information. I do offer a wide variety of readings, and as I do readings full-time, I'm pretty diligent at working with everyone's schedules to get personal readings set up as quickly as possible. So email me if you're interested. I'd be happy to work with you. Okay, Leo, let's get going on this and see what the first half of March has in store for you. Okay, Leo, we begin with the Four of Coins, followed by the Eight of Cups, the Five of Cups, followed by the Five of Wands, the Nine of Cups, followed by the World. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy is the Chariot. Well, on its surface, this is a pretty fascinating reading, Leo, because you get what you want in the end, or it looks like you do. I mean, you know, we have this Nine of Cups and the World card after all the rest of these cards. The Nine of Cups is the wish fulfillment card, the lottery card, the getting what you want. There's always a bit of cautionary advice to the Nine of Cups, though. You know, be careful of what you wish for because you might get it and discover it's not everything that you want, because it's not the 10. The 10 of Cups being the happy home, the fulfillment of the suit, which is emotions, love, harmony, family, marriage, blessings, kids, all of that kind of stuff. Here in the Nine of Cups, it's wish fulfillment, but the 10 actually has more of a sense of permanency to it. I mean, not to be a downer on such a great card. The Nine of Cups is getting what you want. It's wish fulfillment, but it doesn't quite have the same sense of permanency as the 10. And it can often relate to more getting what you want in a more visceral, physical, decadent sense, like, you know, enjoying the physical pleasures, you know, food and wine and drink and dancing and lovemaking and all of that kind of stuff. So it is getting what you want. It's kind of great in that sense, especially because it's with the World, which is a card of successful achievement and graduation and moving on to a bright new future and a bright new horizon where the possibilities are limitless. The World is the last major arcana card in the tarot, the first being the Fool. He has the 0, the top of his card, and all the cards after that in the tarot are about the Fool's journey through a particular phase of life. It's our journey until we get to the end of a particular phase, where here, and we end with the World card, where we then graduate and move on to a new journey in life, a new aspect of our life, when then we kind of start with the Fool all over again. So successful achievement, completion, graduation, and moving on to something new. You definitely get what you want here at the end. And the overall energy being the Chariot is great too, because the Chariot is a card that comes from success through sheer determination, willpower, perseverance, dedication, commitment, staying focused on your goals, being very ambitious, and not giving up no matter how many times you fail or how many times you get run over. This is a card of winning simply because you refuse to give up, and you do at the end. But we do have these kind of cards in between which have a different sort of energy. We have the Four of Coins, which is the miser card, holding on to your money or being kind of protective or guarded or defensive about that which makes you feel safe. Pentacles is a card that's governed by the element of earth, and it often points to earthly physical things and the day-to-day structure of our life, like money, finance, property, real estate, assets, job, or even long-term relationships, because Pentacles points to the efforts we put into gaining and acquiring and maintaining the things in our life that makes us feel safe. So this card is sometimes referred to as the miser card because it represents somebody who's holding on to what makes them feel safe. Here it's symbolized as money. They don't want to share because then they wouldn't have anything, right? But it can be a card on an emotional level, being protective, guarded, defensive, not willing to kind of open up or give or share. You know, being guarded, being defensive, because that's what makes you feel safe. And underneath it, we have the Eight of Cups, which is a card of leaving that behind, which isn't fulfilling. You may have thought it was fulfilling at the beginning, but maybe you've gone through and tasted and drunk from some or most of these cups, and you've decided it's really not what you want. It's not joyful. It's not fulfilling. It's either lost its shine, or it's run its course, or it's turned out to be something other than what you thought. So here in the Eight of Cups, you're turning your back on whatever these current cups are holding because you want to go off and find your Nine of Cups, that wish fulfillment, which you do here at the end. So the Four of Coins and the Eight of Cups might be that you are maybe the Chariot being success through willpower and determination through whatever challenges you have to face. It might be that you're saving up to leave. I mean, on a simplistic level, this could represent, you know, that you've been hoarding your money and hoarding your resources and saving so that you can leave, right? It could represent that you have been putting away money in order to, you know, that you're currently working on saving money in order to leave. So that's just on a financial or monetary level. It could also be that it might be that you are thinking of leaving, or that what you're currently in, maybe a job or something like that. I mean, it could be relationship too. It's not all that satisfying, and maybe you think about leaving, but you don't because it's the only security that you have right now. Again, whether it's a relationship or a job, you know, I feel like this is kind of split. I feel like for some of you it might be love and relationship. I feel like for others it's just, you know, money, work, career, job, financial structure. Some of you it might be some combination of the two of those things. I am getting a bit of a resonation on I want to leave, this isn't what I want, but it's the only form of security I have. And so maybe you're always keeping an eye out for something else or someone else, or, you know, it could be any combination of those in a general reading. Because what you have it feels like perhaps it's not sufficient. And you've lost maybe a fair amount in this relationship, even though you still have stuff to hold on to. I mean, because we have the Five of Cups with the Five of Wands here. Five can be a number of conflict, of turmoil, and therein is the opportunity for change, right? Because real change is usually preceded by discomfort or pain of some kind. So the Five of Cups is a card that can often represent regret. You started off with 5 beautiful goblets, but here 3 of them have been broken, so what's in them is lost. It's been spilled out. You can't get it back. You still have 2 cups that are upright and full, but you're focused on what you don't have or what you've lost or what isn't there. Whether it was taken from you, whether you lost it and it didn't have anything you didn't make choices to lose it, it was maybe just taken, or something happened, or maybe you made choices. You still have 2 cups and you're holding on to them, but you're in regret over what you don't have. And it's right next to the Four of Coins, where you're clutching on to these 4 coins, these 4 pentacles. It's not a lot, but it's all that you have. But underneath that, we have this Eight of Cups, this energy of leaving, and then the Five of Wands, which is conflict, turmoil, competitive energy, fight, going over and over and over the same thing, around and around and around and around. Nobody's out to kill each other. They're just sparring here, but there's never any resolution. It's just kind of an ongoing, you know, circular sort of, there's no path of resolution here. And there's this sense of feeling, you know, when I'm looking at just these 4 cards, Leo, there's a sense of, for some of you, of being in a situation which you find ultimately unfulfilling. It gives you some of what you need and stuff, and you clutch onto it because it's what you have. But maybe you think a lot, maybe even constantly there's this internal and maybe even external with somebody else struggle about it not being sufficient, it not being your 9 and 10 of cups. It's not being, it's not enough. It's kind of like being on a starvation diet, or a diet that keeps you from falling over, but it's not enough to make you ever feel satisfied or nourished. And you constantly think about leaving, or you're focusing on what you don't have, kind of energy. But then we have this 9 of cups in the world. It's like all of a sudden, out of the blue, which is almost always, it is always divine timing and orchestration, you get what you want. I mean, one could look at this as, it might be a good week to play the lottery or get some scratcher tickets or something like that. You get something in a way that allows you to move on, to complete something once and for all, which is what the world represents. It represents a successful achievement. You graduate, and you don't go and repeat a grade that you graduated, right? You move on to a new horizon, right? So whatever this sense of abundance is, this overflowing abundance, it allows you to complete some significant portion of life, of some journey you've been on, and allows you to, and it opens up the world for you so that you can move on and have more opportunities, other opportunities, right? After all of this. And it may be that it is, Spirit is blessing you, or, this is coming in because of that Chariot card energy. The Chariot card is just like plugging away and plugging away and plugging away and plugging away, and, because you're just determined to get the thing, right? So let's clarify some of this. Let's clarify the Chariot. Success through determination, willpower, perseverance. It's like that attitude of, I'm going to win. I don't care how many times I fail. I don't care how many times I get run over. I'm going to win. I don't care if I cross the finish line with my horse dragging me by one foot, but I'm going to do it. It's kind of that energy. Clarify the Chariot. The Knight of Pentacles. An offer coming in. A little slow moving, governed by Earth, but a steady, reliable, sincere offer or opportunity coming in. It might be work or money related. The Two of Wands, needing to make a decision. Choose this path or not choose this path. You see one more. The Lovers. It's also a card that can represent being at a crossroads or needing to make a decision or a choice, and therein is the dilemma. I'm going to clarify some more. Clarify the Four of Coins. Which is a card of holding on to what you have, even though it's not a 10 of coins, it's only a 4 of coins, but it's all you have, so you're holding on to it. Clarify this 4 of coins. The Eight of Swords, yeah, feeling trapped. But this is a self-limiting card. Swords is governed by the element of air, which is mental and cerebral energy, perspectives, ideologies. So what's keeping this woman trapped isn't actually a person, place, or thing. She might tell herself it is, but what's keeping her trapped is an ideology. Maybe, for example, this could be holding on to a job that is unfulfilling, unsatisfying, and doesn't pay you enough. But you give yourself all kinds of reasons why you can't leave. Well, because I can't find a better job, or because I'm not qualified to earn any more money. Well, then take night courses or do something else where you can acquire more skills so that you can be more marketable. I mean, there's always a way out of it, right? But this is a card that represents feeling kind of chained or bound or trapped. But what's trapping you is actually your own fears kind of hijacking your rational mind. The Eight of Pentacles, the work card, dedication, detail, putting in a lot of work. This feels kind of like being in a situation that is not satisfying or fulfilling, but you keep telling yourself, well, I've been here this long, I'm going to stick it out, or I've put in this much energy, you know, I can't, if I leave now, it'll be, all of that work will be for nothing. No, any path that you learn lessons on has value, right? You know, well, I've been here this long, surely they're going to promote me, you know, if I just stick it out, kind of thing. You know, it could be a relationship, because the Lovers can represent, you know, needing to make a decision, having a dilemma within a relationship that you need to make a decision on, because there's some other kind of offer or opportunity coming in here. And it feels like there's a lot of internal struggle here too. Well, yeah, this relationship is this and it's not great, but I've been in it so this long, and I put in all this, you know, effort, love, attention, time, money, whatever, you know, surely this will turn around in some way just because of everything I've devoted to it. If I leave, what does that mean? It was all for nothing, you know, kind of energy. And that keeps you trapped in a situation. Let's clarify the Eight of Cups. Even though I think that you think about other options or other opportunities, the Hermit. Actually, that Tower just kind of popped out. The Tower, just going to go with this. The Hermit. Let's see the next. The Four and the Five of Pentacles. So we have the Four of Pentacles twice here. Yeah, and the Five of Pentacles is insufficiency and lack, you know, not having enough, you know. There's a sense of shabbiness or begging or homelessness, or, you know, but what you need is actually closer than you think. It's right there, but you can't see it because you're too afraid to reach out to take it. You're too afraid to, you know, you want to hold on to what you have even though it's not enough. It's all you have, and you're afraid to let go to take another offer or opportunity or option, because what if it doesn't work out, and then you've let go of this and then you have nothing. I think that's what you're telling yourself. Again, whether this is a, you know, this is a general reading. So what the thing is going to be different. Some of you, it might be a relationship. Some of you, it might be a job or some, you know, some other kind of situation. I feel like there's long-term stability and security here, maybe as a desire, and that could be both in relationship or money, or some combination of both. What you have is not satisfying, but you cling to it because it's all you have and it's familiar, you know, kind of like the devil you know better than the devil you don't kind of energy. If I leave, I'm going to be, you know, alone, and if this doesn't work out, then I'll be what? I won't have anything. At least this thing that I have, which isn't maybe bringing me happiness, is still something, right? That's what I'm kind of getting here. Don't shoot the messenger, Leo. That's what I'm getting. It's like you've temporarily lost your moxie or your confidence or your oomph, Leo. Let's clarify the Five of Cups. I mean, some of the, I don't even know if I need to, but yeah, dissatisfaction. You have two goblets, but three are shattered, right? So it's not enough. The Six of Pentacles, sometimes called the breadcrumb card. On the surface, it looks like this man is being very generous, very philanthropic. He's weighing out all of the wealth he has, and he's occasionally throwing out, you know, giving a gift to these hands. But the hands are just shown as hands. Whoever they're attached to, it's kind of objectified. It's not personal. You know, it's giving when you want, when it's somebody giving when they want, when it's convenient for them. And they make a show of it, like, oh, I'm being generous, look at this. But it might not even be personal. It might just be, you know, just enough to keep you going, kind of like the proverbial carrot in front of the donkey, you know. It's enough, and with promises of more to come. And so you keep plodding along after that carrot, but it never gets closer, right? Clarify the Five of Wands. And then there's all this internal conflict, and maybe external conflict too, like maybe fighting over the same thing over and over and over again. Clarify the Five of Wands. The Eight of Cups, leaving, walking away. Yeah. Maybe you think about leaving. Maybe you think about leaving in order to go find your wish fulfillment. Maybe you're involved in a relationship with somebody who's constantly leaving and coming back and leaving and coming back. I feel like some of you think a lot or fantasize a lot about what it would be like to leave this unsatisfying situation. But you're afraid to, because then you feel like you'd lose what little that you have. Well, let's move on to this wish fulfillment, the Nine of Cups and the world. Interesting reading. Okay. Clarify the Nine of Cups. There's definitely some kind of offer coming in. An opportunity. You have to make a decision. There's a dilemma. There may be a relationship involved here. And maybe it's something that you cling to even though it's unsatisfying and you're afraid perhaps to take this offer or opportunity. Fear of the unknown. Clarify the Nine of Cups. Oh, wow. 10 of Pentacles. Family money, family business, family estate. This is long-term stability and security. Financial, material, relationship or emotional. Maybe some of you are winning some money and this allows you, I mean, money doesn't buy happiness as the saying goes, but it does provide a less restrictive, it provides the opportunity, the freedom to make choices and take opportunities that you previously wouldn't have had. So perhaps you're gaining or being offered the opportunity to have more financial comfort and security in the long term so that you have more freedom, so that new horizons open up for you. You have choices that you wouldn't normally have without it. The Knight of Swords, the information bringer, coming in, action-oriented, so there's an offer or opportunity. The Star, the other wish fulfillment card, knowing you're on the right path, trusting in God, spirit, angels, and guides. It can be a gift, divine timing and orchestration. The Chariot, because of how hard you've worked, you've struggled. Let me just pull a few more. The Ace of Swords, the Six of Wands, victory and triumph after a struggle, public recognition. New ideas, new opportunities coming in for long-term security. So you're constantly thinking about this Eight of Cups. I want to leave. I want to have my wish fulfillment. But I'm clinging to what I have, even though it doesn't feel like enough, because I'm afraid there won't be anything else for me. And here it comes charging in. We've got two knights here and two chariots, charging in, going, here's an offer, here's an opportunity for real long-term security and stability, everything that you want, so that you no longer have an excuse for not leaving. What are you going to do? This requires you to make a decision, and that decision is a dilemma for you because you've been clinging so tightly to this thing or a person or a job that you're afraid. Clarify the world. This feels pretty profound, Leo. This feels pretty profound. Gosh, I look so pale today. I think it's just the lighting in here. Clarify the world. The Ten of Wands, the end of a long-held, long-carried burden. The Fool. See, here we go. We start with the Fool, we end with the world. The world is graduation, moving on. A new horizon opens up to you, which means that you start off again on a brand new journey. So whatever this opportunity for real long-term security is, it's coming in, it's charging in. And this will enable you to start a brand, it's going to open up new horizons and new opportunities for you. It's a brand new journey starting all over again. And it allows you to dump this weight, whatever that weight represents, here. And the Fool can be nerve-wracking because it's about taking a journey you've never taken before, stepping off the beaten path, throwing caution to the wind and trusting, right? It can be nerve-wracking, exciting, intimidating, scary. What to do. So let's end. I'm going to end it here. We're at 25 minutes already. It's a great reading, Leo. Although you're going to have to make a choice, right? Okay. Advice and guidance for Leo. And this is all like within a 2-week period of time. I think this could be potentially life-changing, Leo. All right. Advice and guidance for Leo. What's the best way for Leo to navigate through this? What should they do or what should they focus on? What should they do or what should they focus on to make the best decisions and take the best action possible? Strength, Face your fears, your doubts, and insecurities. I think you're meant to take this new journey. Let's see. Queen of Swords. Think on a practical level as well. Be smart. Learn from your past painful mistakes. The Ace of Pentacles. A new journey, a new project, a new beginning. It sometimes represents receiving an unexpected sum of money, sometimes for some of you, that will enable you to start over again. Again, if this is like physical opportunity for long-term financial and material security, this can give you the freedom to be able to have choices to start over that you wouldn't normally have prior. The Nine of Cups. We have the wish fulfillment card again. This is enjoying the abundance of life. The Three of Cups. Socializing. I mean, I don't know if it's safe, but it's a card that can represent connecting with your kindred spirits, your social circle, your tribe. You know, it could be also giving back in some way, being generous, kind of paying it forward, so to speak. But on a very simplistic level, you know, what I'm seeing so far on the Wheel of Fortune, divine timing and orchestration. What did I tell you? What I'm seeing so far is that you should take this and enjoy it, but also be smart about it. Be smart about using it to start a new, to have more options and to take those new options that you didn't have before because you didn't have this abundance or resources. Wheel of Fortune, Justice, the Three of Wands. Yeah, this is to balance out or even out perhaps something that was out of balance before. It's like Spirit is stepping in to do this, to offer you this, maybe through the form of another person or something like that, to make the scales weigh even in something that wasn't even before, that wasn't just before, to right some wrong. And what you do with it is up to you. But the offer and opportunity is here for you to have a better and more and a brighter and a more optimistic future. So I'm going to end it there. We're just about at a half an hour. This is a longer reading. I don't usually like to do them this long, but well, that's just how it goes sometimes. So, wow, profound. So Leo, that is your reading for the first half of March. I hope that you enjoyed it, found it useful in some way, and are looking forward to it. Although, again, there's a dilemma. You'll have to make a choice, but it definitely looks like it's a spirit-driven gift to you, this opportunity. So I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the March mid-month readings. Until then, I hope you stay safe and well. Thanks for tuning in. Again, if you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, feel free to email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. Take care. Hope to see you again here soon. Bye-bye.